My van started on fire. Solo female nomad life, or whatever. Samantha R. Olmstead. All right, so she is coming down a mountain road there in Big Bear in California, and a lot of braking. She knows, don't do too much braking, but what do? You know, put it in low gear, coming down the hill, be careful, whatever. Anyway, she notices smoke coming up from the somewhere, and she stops and she thinks it might be the engine, and it turns out it's the brakes. And then she looks in the wheels and she sees fire in the wheels. Anyway, it turned out to be glowing rotors, or some rotors that once they get hot, too hot, they like glow bright red, or so, I don't know, something like that. So anyway, fire. Anyway, everything turned out okay. But be careful when you're coming down a big hill and you're braking, because you know, she's learning. You know, you got to learn. She's on the road now. She's learning how to be a female solo nomad, and she's learning all the tricks. Yeah, be careful. All right, we were just wondering the other day whatever happened to Full Tiny House, Dane and the kids and all that. And we just got a new video from them, how renovations are going on their 2002 Itasca Spirit. I believe they're out there in Arizona, and it's more work, a lot more work. They had some water leaks and all that other stuff, and you know, then they had to ski battle because they had the ATV races coming through, and but at least we got an update. It's been a while, so Full Tiny House just checking in. Rosie O'Kelly got a little perturbed at her trash pickup there in beautiful Santa Rosa, California. Somehow when the trash guy comes by to pick up the trash, they have those automated gizmos on the trash trucks, and they pick up your can, they dump the trash in, and then they don't just put the big plastic can back down, they drop it. It goes boom! And she got mad, and she went out and talked to the guy the other day about that. So please don't do that. And now they won't even pick up her trash for her. So now she's stuck. Man, I don't know, man. Call and complain, right? Oh, yeah. Right, I was just saying the other day, too, I haven't seen much from Snow and Kurt, that lovely couple down there in Guatemala that are traveling around. And now they posted a new one. The most dangerous city in Guatemala. What could that be? Okay, a lot of those, what do they call favelas down there in Brazil? They're kind of like tenement houses that are on the hillsides there in Guatemala City. Very poor area. Yeah, not an area you want to go camping in or hang around too much in. Snow and Kurt, really good video. I mean, really enjoying their channel. They've gone all the way down through Mexico, and now they're in Guatemala, and it's just a nice channel. They do a real good job with it with their cat. Anyway, check them out. Yeah, so lots of stuff. It's interesting. I really do enjoy seeing some of these nomads in places that we don't see a lot of nomads in right now, and Guatemala is definitely one of them. Girls with guns. Women behaving badly at an all-female desert weekend retreat. I wonder what that's about. Wonderhussy Adventures, huh? There are several of the girls with guns. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Hey, we got a lot of comments. Let's do some letters. We got a lot of comments on Living Free Mike and his dog passing away. He just had the first monthly anniversary of Sober's passing. Tampa John says, Dave, it's hard to lose a pet. We are on our way to California, where I had to put our dog down, not looking forward to it. Wow. Again, I've had many dogs in my life. My family, we had 3 dogs while we were growing up. They all passed away. And I don't know. I am a firm believer, rather than, you know, you have that negative energy. Your dog is gone. What do you do with that energy? You know, it's sadness. It's just circles inside you and makes you feel miserable. You know, take that energy and get another dog. I don't know. People say, oh, Dave, you have to have a period of mourning there. I don't know. I just like, yeah, you'll never get that dog back, and you'll always feel a sense of sadness, but you got to do something with that energy, you know, and do something good for it. Find another rescue dog and adopt it. You know, do at least you gotta get out of that cycle. That's a Dr. Dave telling you that. Cindy says she likes Kate Cloud's channel and her goat. I do too. The only complaint is that she does that baby voice when she talks to her goat. She says the high-pitched voice is hard on my ears. That's right, Cindy writes. Yeah, turn the volume down. Curious, Dave12953 says we need a nomad with a pet lion. Okay, now we see a lot of nomads with dogs, a lot of nomads with cats, a nomad with a turtle, Sheldon, and of course now we have Kate Cloud and Little Leaf the goat. Do we see any other types of... Are there any... We've probably seen a couple nomads with birds over the years, right? I think we have. But, pet birds in cages and stuff. Any other critters? Australian Lola, doesn't she have guinea pigs? I don't know if she takes them out in her vehicle with her, but I know she has them at her home base. I don't know, man. Simply Lisa, L-E-S-A, says, I disagree with your definition of off-grid living. It's easier these days to have cell service in rural areas. My off-grid property is 40 miles from the town where my post office is. There is no mail delivery. A trip to the Walmart, 160 miles round trip. A grocery store new 2 or 3 years ago, is 30 miles just to get to the grocery store. I cannot see any of my neighbors. The land around me is mostly owned by absentee landowners. There is no option for power, water, or trash collection. There never will be. The roads are all dirt, although a couple main ones are county maintained. Simply Lisa, I think that's pretty much very close to completely, again, off-grid living. It's a variation, okay? There could be partially off-grid living, and then a lot of, and really, to be totally off-grid, you have even the communications grid don't work. But you can have a cell phone or some satellite service or a television antenna and still be pretty much off-grid as long as you're generating your own power and, water in your well or whatever, roof tanks, and you're definitely not plugged into electricity or any water systems, But, it's varying degrees, but simply, Lisa, pretty much you are off-grid. Yeah, Brian just wants to point out, Brian Garrow says, I guess Kate Cloud, goats need room to play. They are not going to be happy in a very small area. They are also herd animals, meaning they need to be around other goats. As a farmer who has raised them for years, please remember that these intelligent and interesting animals deserve to be treated as well as we treat other animal species that humanity has lived with for thousands of generations. Thanks for listening to today's sermon. What is it? It looks like a small goat, right? But when that goat gets bigger, it's going to want to be around other goats, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Trip and Tracy says, thanks for the shout out, Dave. I want a goat. They are darn cute, aren't they? Russ Lewis agrees with me. Losing pets and loved ones is a part of life. I expect to see them again. Yeah, as Bob said in Nomadland, we will see them down the road somewhere. But anyway, as I've said before, Mikey should rescue a dog from the animal shelter. I think he should too. That grief is there. And just letting it fester is the good word. Fester is not a good thing. You need to do something with that grief. Something constructive, something positive with that grief, like, get another rescue dog, we wonder now about all these people, especially I think people that claim to live in their cars. Do they really live in their cars? Do they have an apartment somewhere or a house and then they just go out and sit in the car and say, I'm living in my car, and do a 20-minute video or a 10-minute video and then get out of the car and go back in the apartment? RV Keeping It Rolling says, I've caught a few YouTubers claiming to live in a car, but they're always in an apartment. There was one who would record in her car in her apartment complex parking lot. She made a few mistakes easy to catch on to. Yeah, if you always see them in the same apartment complex parking lot and they're living in their car in an apartment complex parking lot, they're probably not living in their car. Just saying. All right, everybody, that ought to do it. Thank you so much for watching the Camo Dave Letters show here. Letters for the 3rd of March, 2021. Thanks so much for watching. Vlog under.